Okay. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Super T's live stream. We're going to be playing the Midnight Alpha. We finally got access to it, and the servers have been down. So this is like quasi the first time that I've logged on to this. I've read some of the patch notes, but as you guys know, the patch notes are literally like 200 pages long. So it's going to be a lot that we're probably missing. So hopefully we're going to be able to get this all sorted out. I've got Warlock right now. It's kind of the character that I've set up with a little bit of keybinds. It's one of the characters that has received the most amount of changes, at least Affliction, that I'm aware of. I think Mage is the one that people have the most concern about. So I was thinking about doing Mage. And Boomkin also, just for my own personal interest on what they're going to be doing with Boomkin. But hello, everybody. What's up, Andre? What's up, Chips and Soda? I just had chips and fish. Greetings, ER. Greetings, Gary. Thank you, Zealot. I feel like my commentary in the first series was kind of bad. Felt like it was like a warming up, and I also didn't sleep very well. But by the rest of the series, I think it improved a lot. So the first thing you're going to notice when you log on the Midnight Alpha is that you have like no abilities. Quite literally, like a lot of classes have like no abilities anymore, which again, maybe that's good. I kind of don't mind it. I have to log on more classes to see like the specificity of, you know, how much was lost on some specs. What's up, Tronic? You're waiting for the Boomy review. Should I go on Boomy after that? I think from my observations, I haven't really personally looked at it. Is that Fire Mage is the most hit by the prune? Like Affliction mostly got pruned on its curses. You'll see here that you spec into your curses now. Now I don't know. Yeah, so you've got two curse choices that lead into Demonic Circle, and then. Yeah, so they've basically pruned the way you amplify your curses, and they've made it so you basically can only have one curse, I think. You can only pick between having a slow, Curse of Tongues, or Curse of Exhaustion. But it's still kind of under construction at the moment, it looks like. And there's a new talent that hasn't been made yet. Call for a cloud of cloying shadow mist that envelops the target and all enemies at 10 yards, increases the time between their attacks by 100%. Reducing their critical strike chance. Honestly, this is better than Curse of Weakness. But this is passive. What do you mean it's passive? How do you summon it? You just random? So I think a lot of this has not like been locked in stone or settled yet. Tronic, thank you for subscribing for 7 months. Thank you, PDZ. I tried to do my best. Also, Burning Rush is really high up here. Like, you have to get Burning Rush. I don't remember that before. And you also have to get Fell Domination. Like, I'm just trying to critique this talent tree because I've played a lot of Affliction, right? Affliction's like one of my favorite specs. I really want Affliction to actually be good and fun. This immediately is a bit off-putting because, well, I generally play Sack Pet. Is Sack Pet even still in the game? Yeah, Sack Pet's still in the game. I usually play Sack Pet. So I guess getting this baseline means I'm actually getting an extra keybind because technically you'd want to Fell Dom a pet for 2 interrupts at some point in a game. So I'm actually going to need to have an extra keybind to get that. But you have to get Burning Rush and you have to get Fell Domination. Which is a bit weird to me. Before, I think you could skip out on these. If you do Battlegrounds, it's probably fine, right? Because you want Burning Rush anyways. But like you'll have to get them. So maybe you'll be able to incorporate Burning Rush somehow into other parts of the game. That's the first row what I noticed. Feldom cooldown reduction is not new. Demon Skin looks about the same. I don't think much has changed there. Fell Armor. You know what's funny is that Fell Armor and Demon Armor used to be abilities and now they're passives. When soul each absorbs damage, some is absorbed, spread over 5 seconds. So there's nothing really new there. Stamina's not new, not new. Coil's not new. Other than you can get coil you can get coil and howl now. I think before you picked between coil and howl, and then you got Shadow Fury on top of it. Pretty sure. So, I mean, actually, Warlock might have more keybinds, because I don't remember having coil and howl. I guess before I would have had coil and Shadow Fury, so it's about the same. Banish is optional. And then I don't know how they're going to get this to work, because, like, Curse of Tongues replaces weakness while active. But does that mean that these are, like, you can have both, but if you press it, it replaces it? Or does it mean if you talent this, it's like replacing it on your bar? You might actually have more keybinds, depending on how this is done. And it's still, like, this is not yet implemented. So I don't know if they pruned or not. In reality, I'm getting, this is an extra keybind, that's an extra keybind from what I'm playing on retail right now. Dark Pack's not new. Portal is not new. Soul Link is in a better spot. This is like a bit of an easier spot to get. There's a lot of not yet implemented stuff. The shield absorption's good. Dark Pack sacks only 5%, or you get the cooldown. I mean, I didn't really like, this isn't a talent tree that I would play or something, right? It's like I logged on this and I'm just like reading what's going on. Casting Curse of Exhaustion, Tongues are weakness, now curses all enemies. I kind of would probably skip that. Oh my god, what would we even get instead? It's not like there's a lot of options. I mean, I guess I would get like this or something if I didn't want to get weakness. Actually, I think a lot of people also don't get the damage reduction on port because for the most part you soul burn port and people don't touch you anyways. Will I look at Warriors next? You want me to look at Warriors, Rekatron? Do you see the 5 gifted subs tag right there, Rekatron? You think you're going to get some friend discount or something? Huh? Huh? Shared Vitality. Healing done by Drain Life also heals your demon. Oh, so are they removing Health Funnel? Because please God do it. I'd rather Drain Life heals my pet than have a separate keybind for Health Funnel anymore. You can increase the damage of this, or fear causes them to tremble in place. Nothing new. What's this one? On any resolve is stronger, or you reduce the cooldown. That's not new. It's just a different location. You have to talent for Gateway? I don't remember having to talent for Gateway. And then obviously Howl and Shadow Fury. And then they're going to come up with something for Shadow Fury here, I think. You're playing Warlock when that sounded like a little Nikki voice? I don't know. And then this thing seems like it's, I don't know what they're going to do with it, because right now it's just looks like it can only have one curse or blight active. So like, can you not have curse of weakness? It's blight of weakness. So does that, would it just mean when you put curse of weakness on the target, it does this instead? I don't know how fun it's going to be to play a character that's 100% time between their attacks. I don't even think this is intended for PvP. I think it's like, it's just intended for like Mythic Plus trash to try and give you like a damage mitigation on a bunch of auto attacking mobs. That's like, that's the only thing that makes sense for that. Soul Leech, that's fine. Nothing new there. Oh, you can get double Gateway now. That's gonna be so broken with the reduced cooldown. You can take it you can take it twice every 30 seconds. There's no way that doesn't get nerfed. That sounds more OP than Miss Pandaria Gateway. Drain Life channels faster. Reduces the chance you'll be critically hit. All damage your demon takes is reduced. It's not really that great. That opens up a lot. You can get a lot of different stuff if you don't go for that. Reduce the cast time of Soulstone and create Hellstone. Hellstone's conjure for yourself and out Demonica. It kind of sucks you have to get this to get that, because like you only care about the demon Hellstones. I guess maybe if you need to make more Hellstones in the game, it could help you. Honestly, a lot of these talents are just dead talents anyways. So maybe it's fine to just get that. Like most of this is not that insane. I mean, I guess I would get that instead because the gateway thing seems so insane. I mean, most of this is you just get everything. Yeah, the double gate with Giga Gate talent seems insane. I don't know what they're going to do with Soul Harvester, because right now it says the demonic entity now inhabits your soul, allowing you to detect. Why am I slurring my words? Detect if your a soul shard has a succulent soul when it's generated. A succulent soul empowers your next Malefic Rapture, increasing its damage by 20%. So Malefic Rapture now is a talent at the bottom of the tree because it's deleted from the game. Now you stack UA on the target. So like, this is the new health bar also. I haven't figured out if you can customize it or not. I actually wanted to. I don't have no idea how to search for that. Maybe it's in the edit mode. Is there a way to like... Yeah, we're not max level. The characters are not max level on the test ROM right now. But basically, they're bringing back unstable affliction stacking, which I'm not a big fan of. They did improve it slightly. You'll see, like, when I cast UA, instead of it putting 5 debuffs in a line, it just gives you a stack on the target. So you're going to be able to, like, build up this massive dot on the target like you used to in Legion. I wasn't the biggest fan of that playstyle. I much preferred when Haunt was your soul shard spender. And you had to soul burn Haunt, and it just amplified your dots across the board. But you're going to apply Corruption and Agony to a bunch of different stuff. You'll get Haunt on the target. And then you'd probably stack UAs. And you can see that I'm proccing Malefic Raptures, which is now a channeled spell. The thing I noticed that was kind of annoying about this is that it can just seemingly proc at any time. Like right there, like mid-Shadow Bolt. And sometimes it consumes itself when you press it twice. So it's like I want to spam Shadow Bolt when I don't have anything else to do, but if it procs like mid-cast or procs like right when I start the cast, it feels like I've wasted a lot of globals. And now you can get instant UAs also from your dot procs. Hard to tell if it'll be better or worse because of that. But with this build, if your Nightfall procs don't give you instant Shadow Bolts anymore, is a bit of a downside. And like the instant Shadow Bolt build is like the main build you played in PvP right now. It would be nice if you could move and cast also. I feel like not being able to move and cast Malefic Rapture feels really bad, which is funny because they basically took the Miss Pandaria spell, which was, I think it was, it's not Malefic Grasp, it was something else. This channeled spell is in the game in MOP. I swear they put a bunch of abilities that existed in MOP in the game, and this used to be in it. This little channeled spell. I will say the instant UA procs are nice. I guess it really just, I'd have to duel someone to see like how much damage it actually does on a player. Because obviously specific tuning is gonna dictate a lot more things. The only thing I've noticed is that it just feels weird that if it procs like, I'm trying to get it to proc right now, like at the start of a Shadow Bolt cast, it feels really bad. Like you have to just like finish the cast when you want to be just channeling this. Was it Malefic Grasp? Oh yeah, Malefic Grasp. And you used to be able to move and cast it. So not being able to move and cast it kind of sucks. It also just feels weird on Shadow Bolt because you can be like I don't like starting the cast and then it procs halfway through and you just feel like you've wasted a global. It's the only thing I don't really like about it. They're gonna have a lot to figure out. Like this isn't even built yet. The new hero talent slides, and this isn't working with like. Basically, it's gonna require that you take this for your hero talent tree to work. Now, I think there are conditions like that. Like Shadow Priest has that. Like if you don't take Void Torrents, Void Weaver doesn't work. So maybe that's fine. But it means that Soul Harvest is like locked. You have to take these talents to make Soul Harvest work. which means you'll have to play the build that's in and around this ability. And then if you're playing this, it means you don't get instant shadow bolts. And the instant shadow bolts were like a big like part of your win condition. I mean, maybe this thing will be even stronger than proccing shadow bolts. I could see it depending on the tuning. But you're gonna have to channel it. So they do have Apex talents. Shadow of Nethriza. Haunt now calls upon a demonic soul from within the twisting nether to haunt your target. The soul is unstable and ravenous. It does damage to its host and 3 enemies nearby, suffering from your corruption over its duration. So basically it just turns your haunt into another dot. The initial damage of haunt is increased by 50%, and haunt increases damage dealt to its host by 2%. So you have to play haunt now. I feel like it's weird that they force you to play an ability that isn't baseline. Is that just like weird? Am I just weird for thinking that? Like I feel like if this is like an Apex talent that I'm going to get no matter what, I have to play it. I should just have the ability baseline. And maybe you can put some talents that like modify it or something, but the ability should be baseline. I haven't looked at Unholy. I looked at the changes, and I talked to Mez about the changes, and he didn't seem to be a big fan. So Shadow of Nethriza, which is the same name. I'm sure they're not going to keep that. Damage dealt by the haunt has a chance to release the desperate demonic soul haunting its host, which will cast Fell Claw and Carrion Swarm over 12 seconds before being banished back to Nethriza. Violently carves the enemy, dealing 1600 fire damage, or unleashes a horde of bats to assault enemies in front of the caster, dealing 1000 shadow damage. What's the range on that? Am I just going to start spitting bats out of my face? I bet they just used the animation for, what the hell is it called? Shadow Flame? I bet they literally just used the animation for this. A lot of classes have. I don't think Warlock's nearly as pruned as actually I first thought it was. Although, where is Soul Rot? Am I just not talented into it? Did they take Soul Rot out? I think they took Soul Rot out. I've seen a lot of people getting very depressed about WeakAuras. Like, it's insane the amount of, like, it's all Mythic Raiders. I'll just say that. It's all, like, top 1% PvEers. Maybe not all 1%. But, like, competitive PvE players hate that WeakAuras is being removed. They hate it. They hate it so much, dude. And, like, I had an analogy. I'm going to try and get a picture of it right now to show you guys. Let me just do this really quick. Okay, so basically, what can I show you on this? I just worried about like an image popping up that I don't want to show you or something, or is against TOS. But like, okay, so this is my analogy. All right, we're gonna say that raiding or just playing WoW in general is bowling. Okay, bear with me. When you play your character in WoW, you're going bowling. Now, what they have for like toddlers, they have it for people with impairments. I don't know what the politically correct term is as well. Basically, the goal of this is that they put these metal rods up. Oh, can you not see this actually? Wait a minute, my display capture is too big. They put these metal rods up, or they might put sandbags. Basically, when you throw the ball, if it goes too far to the right or if it goes too far to the left, it goes in the gutter. And if it goes in the gutter, you get 0 points, right? So you're a loser. So they don't want the kid to feel bad about being a loser. So what bowling alleys have are these little metal rods or sandbags. And what they do is they prevent the ball from going in the gutter. So no matter if you just throw it straight to the left, it'll bounce side to side like this guy's image. It'll just bounce back and forth, and you will hit a pin. You will hit something. You will most certainly hit something. But the way you're supposed to bowl, or like people who are like trying to competitively bowl, like she is here, will just throw the ball and it has a chance to go in the gutter. So what WeakAuras are basically bumpers. So you would have thrown the ball in the gutter, right? You would have missed the mechanic. You wouldn't have used your ability right. And so you probably would have got 0 points. But you like the bumpers because you've bowled with the bumpers for like 10 years. So that's just the game to you. So if the bumpers come down and suddenly you're throwing the ball in the gutter, you're going to feel really bad, right? Like you're going to feel bad because you're getting 0. You're losing now. And that's what's going on. That's my analogy right now. That's what's going on. Now the bumpers make sense for people who want to, are kids or might have an impairment, right? But if you're a competitive bowler, like a top 1% bowler, you should not be bowling with the goddamn bumpers. So we're in this weird predicament where I agree that bumpers should be allowed in bowling alleys for the people who want to use them, but it shouldn't be at the competitive level. You shouldn't be the best player in the game bowling with bumpers, because you'll never see a bowling tournament at the highest level where people are using bumpers to bowl. But it's totally fine if you're just a casual bowler or a kid or somebody with a disability or whatever. It's totally fine. So what do you do as a video game? Because you only have one choice. You only have 2 choices. You either have the bumpers or you don't. But that's what's going on right now. Is that they don't want to bowl without the bumpers because they're going to throw gutter balls, and throwing gutter balls doesn't feel good when they've been able to bowl with bumpers for 10 years. But I also think if you just want to casually bowl and like having the bumpers up, then there's no problem. But if you're a competitive player, I think suddenly there's a problem. Like I don't want the guy who has like no arms to not be able to enjoy WoW the way that he wants to enjoy it. If he's not intending, if he wants to competitively play, no, take the bumpers away. Even if he's got no arms, I don't care. But if he just wants to play the game in general, then it's fine. Chan would disagree with my stance. Wait, why? Whose stance? Well, yeah, isn't that funny? It is the opposite. The worst players in the game don't know they can turn the bumpers on, and the best players are using them as crutches. That's literally the worst part. By far, that is the worst part. Because it should be the competitive players that aren't allowed to use them, and the new players can if they want to. They want to just do it casually. They want to get into the game. And they don't want to feel as bad about themselves or whatever. Then it's fine. And another example bowling with bumpers is the 1-button rotation. But the 1-button rotation does it better because it doesn't perform at the highest level. So yeah, you can turn it on and bowl with the bumpers with the 1-button rotation. But if you ever want to be the most competitive player, you're going to have to turn it off. That's why the 1-button rotation is way healthier. That's like a healthier mechanic for helping someone who has a disability or somebody who doesn't really care about taking it seriously or whatever else. That's a better mechanic than WeakAuras, because WeakAuras works from the top down, where it's like, what the hell? You shouldn't be the best player in the game if you have to use the bumpers. That's just not how it should work. If this game were easier, we would get more participation. See, I want to believe that's true. But every game I've seen that makes itself easier, that doesn't work. What button rotation theory worked for Street Fighter V? What, more people played it or what? The game got sweaty. Good players have nobody to show off to anymore. I mean, it's a weird balance, right? Because if it's too cumbersome and someone gives up right away, but then if it's too easy and you have nothing to aspire to, then you're going to leave. There's issues on both fronts, right? So my logic is that it's better to have some remnants of aspiration for players than to make your game too simple, right? I think you can go too far in either direction. You make the game too simple, people get bored and they leave. Make the game too complicated, they're too intimidated and don't bother. But I would argue that too complicated is still better than too simple, because at least someone is going to be aspirational towards it, right? Like, oh, this game is really hard and complicated, so it's challenging me, and I like that. Versus the game that I'm just bored because this is too easy. I feel like it's not. Like, that's. It depends on what you're selling also. If you're selling a story game, the story can carry it, right? Like, it can be super simple and easy, and the story can carry the experience of the game. But if you're selling an online competitive format, I think too simple is worse than too complicated in a lot of cases. I bring my friends in and they quit within a week of being max, just getting dunked so hard endlessly when I'm on to help. Well, I mean, there's so many hidden barriers, right? Like, you get max level, and then it's like, okay, I'm going to do a battleground. Oh, no. Did you remember to buy your PvP gear from the auction house to get a slight item level boost before you get your honor level gear? No? Okay, well, you're going to get pooped on by everyone that did that. Like, there's just too many, like, invisible things. That's why I think templates was better. I think, like, at least the stat scaling. Maybe not the fact that you can't pick what stats you want, but the stat scaling, the item level scaling, was better. I think the only people who really like having like a significant item level advantage are people who just like bullying undergeared noobs. That's it, like, and I mean it's a benefit to you as a content creator because like you make a video of it, right? Like you're fully geared, you're dunking on like you can like 1v4 four undergeared people and then be like, look, I 1v4'd and I took all of them out and I'm so good at the game, dude. Like, look, I'm so amazing. Obviously, and then if people watch it and they're like, you sell them on the lie and like, oh my god, you're insane, you know. Being able to fully customize your game opens up how you play and process things on top of accounting for accessibility needs or anything else. The information doesn't need to change, just recognized. You saying it's simplifying is chauvinistic? Why chauvinistic? Isn't that like, doesn't that have to do with like hating women or something? Is that the right word to use? And wrong. You're ignoring things you don't experience and forcing everything you don't deal with to collapse down to your own narrow view. What? I just said it's good to have bumpers for people who have disabilities, for people who like it might be like a kid, they're intimidated to get people in, you know? Like it's not bad that I don't think bowling alleys should ban bumpers. But I do think they should ban bumpers for their highest level of competitors unless they're doing like what's it called? You know, like they have the regular Olympics and then they have the Special Olympics, and then obviously the Special Olympics has different framing. Like it has completely different framing. So I wouldn't tell the Special Olympics competitors that they can't use their wheelchairs to compete in the Special Olympics. That would make no sense. But it makes equally less sense to force a runner who doesn't need a wheelchair to get in one and compete with one because they have to, because it gives them an advantage or something. Although I don't think it would in that case, but whatever. I'm going to Google the word, but I'm pretty sure that word, the word you're using to describe me means you're trying to say that I like... Exactly. Like what? It's literally means that you think that I don't like women. Like what the hell can you, like you're the one that needs to look up the goddamn word, bro. You could say that I'm being elitist in some sense, but I'm not really. I'm just saying that the most competitive people, like if we are two boxers, right? And suddenly we allow people to use robot suits, but I just want to fight without a robot suit. But I'm not going to beat the people fighting with robot suits, and they're going to force all of us to use robot suits. So, we're screwed. Will you be doing the Havoc Devour breakdown like you did for Unholy DK? I will, Teddy, and thank you for the super chat. Tells you to Google it and doesn't... Exactly, that's not the right word. You're trying to like latch on a weird word that has some sort of like hate tied to a group of people or something to invalidate my opinion, which is like really psychotic and weird. You could say that it's elitist, but I don't think it's even elitist because I said I think it's good to have those features in the game. It's just figuring out a way to get those features in the game for the people who need them and not for the people who don't. That's all it is. I don't think the game shouldn't have accessibility features. Like, I'm not going to stand outside of a building and someone in a wheelchair is trying to use a wheelchair ramp and say, no, you need to use the goddamn stairs. I'm not going to do that to them. That's insane. Non-mythic players like the Plater pack changing the color. I mean, I agree that like you need to be able to like, I don't know if you can because I haven't been able to find it. But like you need to be able to change like how big these debuff icons are, where they're located, like how far away from the health bar are they. You should be able to do that. You should be able to make them bigger or smaller. That's what I want, at least. You should be able to, and maybe you can do that. I just don't know where the setting is for it. They also said that they're consulting the add-on publishers. Like they're not going to try and do it themselves 100%. They're like consulting the most popular add-on developers, is what they said in the interview. Because what they ultimately want is that your experience feels the same, except you don't have to go to Curse to download add-ons. Which probably means you should sell your Curse stock, because they're going to lose a lot of money if you're not watching the ads when you go to download an add-on or something. That stock is going to tank. Or whoever owns the add-on websites or whatever. There's a lot of Boomkins here. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that many people wanted to play Boomkin. What about Destro? Okay, so this is like really under construction, so it's, I can't rank this or like give you a real opinion of this because it's way too much under construction. I'm a bit concerned that like Feldom and Burning Rush are mandatory now, and it's just like extra keybinds. Because before you could opt out of them and they weren't necessary in a lot of stuff, but they're kind of mandatory now. I don't know how like your Apex talents affect an ability you might not select. You know what I mean? I feel like Haunt should just be baseline if they're gonna do that. I mean, the biggest thing is that they don't want someone to log onto the game and be told that they have to go to a third-party website, download, figure out how to set up some add-on before they can play. That's what they don't want. They don't want someone to have to do that. So the goal is to try and give you as close to the same experience as possible without having to do that, is what would be my understanding. And they literally said they're going to put boss alerts in the game. Like, what? I don't understand what's going on. They said they're going to put boss alerts in the game. So like, oh, this is an important thing that's about to happen in 30 seconds. There's going to be a boss alert in the game. You don't have to, so then you don't have to go download DBM. It's just going to be there on your screen. And it's going to tell you the boss is doing something. It's like you're still kind of getting the bumper. It's just you don't have to go to Home Depot and buy the bumper your fucking self and take it to the bowling alley. The bowling alley just has the goddamn bumper. Like in reality, they don't want to remove the bumpers. They don't want you to have to go get your own bumper. They'll just give you the bumper. I would love to never have to install an add-on again. Do you know how much I hate when a patch comes out, I forget, and then my UI is broken and I'm getting Lua bugs? Get this man a beer and some keys. Are you talking about Mythic Plus keys? You're literally expressing a value judgment onto me, trying to tell me that I hate women or something because I don't think that the most competitive players should need to use the crutches, but the crutches should be available in the games for people who do need them. Like, I don't understand how that means I hate women, but I guess that means I hate women. And then I also don't understand even really how that's elitist. Like, I think the best players in the game shouldn't use the crutches. The crutches should be for the people who need the crutches. Like, what? It doesn't make any sense. I would never imagine there would be such an outcry for keeping WeakAuras. Well, I think the one concern I've seen about WeakAuras is if it somehow goes underground, like botting. You know, like botting is effectively an add-on, right? It's a restricted add-on that you would have to get like against the terms of service. But I have seen like legitimate concerns that there could be ways of replicating add-ons that's like very underground and weird. I think that's a serious concern. I mean, take this for example. Imagine if Blizzard had allowed people to use bots for the last 10 years. So it kicks for you, it does your rotation for you, you just move you don't even have to move your character maybe. It just plays the game for you. And they've allowed it for 10 years. And then after 10 years they're like, the gameplay's really not like how we intended because the bots are just playing the game for you. So we're going to turn the bots off. Everyone is going to freak out because their entire ego is attached to the result that the bot was getting them and not what they were getting. And obviously all of their skills and abilities have atrophied because they've allowed the bot to play the game for them for 10 years. So yeah, I would be panicking and freaking out if I spent the last 10 years letting a bot play for me while my own muscles and intelligence degraded. And then if this was being taken away, suddenly I'm going to perform a lot worse. I would be upset about that. I would be worried about that. There is justification to be upset and worried about that. What it really comes down to is that worth it or not? Is it worth the people who are relying on that to be in that vulnerable position versus potentially getting new players that don't want to deal with the whole process of setting it up in the first place? Because WeakAuras is by far the best add-on in the game. It's also the most complicated and annoying piece of shit to use if you don't know how to use it. Like, I don't even know how the WeakAuras work. You have to download WeakAuras and then download a video to how to set it up. But like, I've been the guy, like I played TBC. You do not need an add-on at all to clear a single raid in the Burning Crusade. Like whatsoever. But people wouldn't let me raid unless I downloaded DBM. And I didn't want to. I was like, I don't want to download it. Like, I don't need DBM. I just want to let me play the game. So you want to talk about elitism? How about that level of elitism? I bet your guild won't let you play unless you download WeakAuras. That's elitist. You're going to make me download the WeakAura to play? Oh, I don't have DBM? You're not going to let me play? I almost certainly guarantee you that like the top level guilds force everyone to download add-ons. They have to. That's pretty elitist. Why are they forcing them to download the add-ons? Why are they imposing their view of the game onto the other players? Suddenly you guys sound chauvinistic, which is not the correct use of that word at all. It's not even comparable to elitism. They're entirely separate. But the other thing to take into consideration is that I don't think they're intending for the mechanics of the game to be nearly as intense as they are right now. They've had to scale the intensity of the mechanics because the add-ons scale what they're capable of. So it's been an arms race for the last 15 years of, oh, we came up with a cool boss mechanic. Oh, and someone came up with an add-on that instantly solves it. Oh, okay, well then we need to throw 10 billion swirlies at them because it's the only way that they'll be able to actually have to interact with something. And that's why I said that, like, if they allowed bots for the last 10 years and everybody had gotten used to playing with bots and they said, well, now no one's playing the game, this feels stupid, we're going to turn the bots off, of course everyone's going to freak out. They're all going to freak out because you're going to play worse. But the thing is, we're all going to equally play worse. Unless the thing that I think is a legitimate concern, which is you get like third-party underground TOS add-ons or some weird thing like that. Like that I see it being a legitimate concern. I think I saw Max made a video about that. How like he could like replicate an add-on using a YouTube video or some weird thing. I don't understand. Well, that's the thing is I don't think Blizzard wants to, and I don't want to screw over people who have disabilities either, which is why I don't know why you're telling me I'm like elitist or something against a group. I want the people who have disabilities to be able to play the game and enjoy the game to the maximum capacity that they can. Like I said, I don't think the bowling alleys should be not have bumpers at all. It's just I don't think the bumpers should be for the most competitive players unless they're in like a special Olympics category, which is then it's fine, whatever. But the thing is I like if someone with a disability comes to Blizzard after they've made these changes and says this doesn't work for me, they're gonna find a way to help that person. I don't think they're gonna just be like, nah, screw you. Like they're gonna find a way, and I want them to find a way to help that person. Well, yes, exactly. By removing add-ons, they can make the mechanics of the game dial it back so it's not 10 billion things going on all at the same time. So, like, you might be sitting here like, oh my god, the add-ons go away, I'm going to play so much worse. What's going to happen? That's the concern. But the fights are going to be easier. So, yeah, you're going to play worse, but the fights will be easier. And their goal is that the fights will be equally easier. So nothing changes for you except you don't need to fucking update your goddamn WeakAuras and figure out how to fucking code so that you can fucking get around some dumbass mechanic that they had to put in the game because the add-on exists in the first place. Like, they're not doing this to make it so that you can't clear the content you were clearing before. They're not trying to do that. Are we going to test the alpha or argue with trolls? I don't know anymore. Can I get a Twitch Prime for testing the game, please? The main damage comes from freezing debuff stack, so you do low damage if you swap target. Freezing debuff from what? For Frost Mage? Okay, you wanted me to look at Destro really quick. So Destro's gonna have the same class tree on the left though. You like the bull rushing, dude? The bull rushing was cool. So it's the same tree on the left for Destro. So it's got the same criticisms of like Burning Rush and Feldon being mandatory extra keybinds and maybe not necessary in all content. For the most part, all of this stuff is like auto lock. There's a lot of like dead ones where you just don't have to care. So it's like you pretty much just fill it out and you're never even gonna look at it again. Is the way that I'm looking at the left talent tree. The right one looks very similar. Raythor, thank you for subscribing. Nate Dog, thank you for subscribing. What's up, Lyric? Let's look at this new stuff. Casting Incinerate. Is beta test invite only? I do believe yes. How would you feel about open world being able to do WeakAuras like tracking but gets turned off? What the hell is a WeakAura in the world though? What do you? I don't understand what that means. I mean, they've already said that that's what they're gonna do. They said that basically the add-on won't be able to access the combat log in instanced content. That's what they've said. So that's raids, dungeons, and instanced PvP. So WeakAuras, for all I know, does work in the world if you're world questing or whatever, but it doesn't work inside the raid. It won't work inside the dungeon, and it won't work inside of the PvP. I don't know what exactly you'd want to track in the world, but I owe you 1K for TTS. Wait, what happened? What do you mean? What happened to TTS? That's what well, the WeakAura publisher said that they're not going to do it anymore. Oh yeah, shit, I did do that. I forgot about that. Let me see. Let me see if I can lower it. I did forget about that. Commands? Is that what it is? Is it on Nightbot? I'm trying to figure out where it is. Is that a Nightbot thing or is that on Twitch? Maybe it's on Twitch. But like I totally understand not wanting to have your add-ons turned off because you're very afraid of playing worse. Like I totally get that. I mean, I'm technically in that boat. I'm probably going to play worse if they turn the add-ons off. Like there's some things that I don't think they're going to cover and I'm probably going to play worse as a result of it. But I still think it's better for the game even if I'm going to personally play worse. Viewer rewards. Power up and channel points. Edit. Oh, what the hell is that? That's not what I want. Manage power ups and channel points. You want text to speech, right? That's TTS something. So I can edit this. What did you want it to? You want it at 1,000. That's if people start trolling with this, I'm gonna increase it. I think it should be done. Let me see if there's a save button. I don't think there is, but I think it should be 1K now. What? Okay, let's just look at this. Okay, so Apex talents for Destro look like they focus around Incinerate. Casting Incinerate has a chance to evoke an echo of the Dark Titan. That sounds so insane. Echo of Sargeras? There's no way we wield Sargeras' power. That seems troll. Hurl an ember torn from Nihilam at the target. Wait, Zaryu has a voice on that? Mossway, thank you for subscribing. It's quiet. Oh my god, bro. Can we do one battle at a time? I did not sleep well before today. I feel super irritable. And then I have someone in my chat telling me I'm a woman hater for no reason. I'm like losing my shit. I'm literally losing my shit. Hurl an ember torn from Nihilam at the target, dealing 715 Shadow Flame damage and an additional 619 Shadow Flame damage to all enemies within 10 yards. I'm not gonna lie, something with the name Echo of Sargeras should not be some random piss small dinky doink damage. You cannot include Sargeras' name in something that's going to be less than 2% of your damage. I'm sorry, like I don't think that's legal. That's illegal. You can't put Sargeras' name on this. And it's less than 2% of your damage. You during Big Mix Arena was hilarious. Did you have fun with that? Echo of Smolgaris. Yes. Echoes of Smolgaris would be better. I mean, maybe it gets better. Embers of Nihilam. Memories of the Titan's destruction flash in your mind when you evoke the Dark Titan's power, increasing your crit by 4%. You cannot use Titans, you cannot use Sargeras, and give me 4% haste and 2% of my damage. Those names should be reserved for the most hardcore, badass fucking effects in the game. You cannot put 4% haste on Memory of the Titans. Who the hell are the Titans? If it's 4% haste, it's dog shit. Like, what? Please. Embers of Nihilam. Casting Chaos Bolt, a Rain of Fire, evokes an echo of the Dark Titan's power at 50% and 60% effectiveness. If no target is found, a random target suffering from Immolate will be selected. Does that mean it casts this thing? He's literally the creator of the Burning Legion. You cannot put his name on something that is going to be 2% of its damage, to class's damage. Do not do that. Do not do that. Wait, does it cast a second Chaos Bolt? You think it's going to be a duplicate Chaos Bolt? Because I didn't understand how to read this. It says evokes an echo of the Dark Titan's power. So what the hell is the Dark Titan? Because it says right here has a chance to echo, and it says echo Sargeras, which is just this random little piss damage. I mean, maybe they could probably scale this up to do more or whatever, but I cannot believe I'm reading something that has Sargeras' name on it, and it's like, does less damage than an Immolate and gives you 4% haste. At least put Sargeras on this one or something. I don't know. I guess Nihilum is like the home of Sargeras maybe or something. It's easier. Well, I mean, FPS games have just like an automatic genetic reaction time barrier. Like, I suck at FPS because my reaction time is too slow. So do you think that I should be able to download a program that compensates for that so I can play at the same level as somebody who just naturally has a higher reaction time than me? When does Midnight even launch? I mean, sometime in 2026, right? So this isn't... They don't have this yet. A lot of this is just like... It's way too early on a lot of these classes. Like, this is not even... I mean, I don't think I'd be able to get this anyways because I'm too low level, but... I don't think there's anything new. 1500 is a meme is because it was the starting rating. I don't even know if people remember that because like I barely remember that. So I don't think much is changing for Destro. You're just getting like some random damage and stat procs and maybe double Chaos Bolt because I don't understand how to read this. If this means that it casts a Chaos Bolt again at 50% effectiveness, or if this means it casts... I guess, yeah, that's what this means. It means double Chaos Bolt. Doesn't it? I mean, it's not double. It's half of a Chaos Bolt. So your Chaos Bolts will be 1.5. Oh no, I think there's more people that play WoW that hate PvP than like it. If I like, that's purely based on Plunderstorm. The amount of people that were mad about Plunderstorm, they hate every form of PvP. They don't want to play it. And yeah, they don't want to play it. They want the comfy cozy game. And there's just some people that are built that way. It's whatever. But I'm just saying, like, they do not like it. Oh yeah, I was gonna do Boomkin. You guys want to see Boomkin? I actually want to see Boomkin because I don't even know if I like Boomkin or not with what I read. Like, I read the changes, but... Oh, can you play the new race? I don't think so. I don't see it, at least. Unless it's on, like, a hidden tab or something. No one took my name, bro. I'm not famous. Yeah, Mage is the most pruned class. By far. Mage is by far the most pruned class. Oh yeah, it was mandatory to get WoW rewards. But they've done the same thing with other games, though. They periodically do it. They'll be like, play a game of Hearthstone and get a mount in WoW. Do the PvEers get mad when they do that? They literally do cross-promotion all the time. I'm surprised they haven't done one for Diablo Immortal. What is that? Life treading? Resto Druid seems a lot different. Holy shit. Why does this talent tree seem so big? This talent tree seems so... I mean, I guess I'm coming from the Warlock that had like nothing. And now I'm just like, what the hell is this? Life Bloom stacks every 5 seconds, stacking up to 3 times. Oh, they brought back Life Bloom stacks. It's just auto-stacking instead of you manually doing it. 30% of Life Bloom's healing splashes. Oh, they're really trying... So, basically in PvE, if your spell doesn't do AoE, it sucks. And if your class doesn't do a sufficient amount of AoE, it sucks. So they have to, like, blur the line on every ability. It's like, nothing can just be single target, because it'll just suck. You don't AoE. It's going to do less damage, because they've designed PvE to be pull 10 billion things, and if there's 10 billion things, something that only hits one thing is going to suck, compared to something that hits 10 billion things. So this is them trying to make Life Bloom so PvEers actually care about pressing it, I think. Which is funny because in PvP it's the opposite. You care about single target more than AoE. So like all these little AoE splashes and splishes, they don't really do anything. Life Bloom bursts into a blooming frenzy when you consume Soul to Forest, causing it to bloom 8 times in rapid succession. So we have a lot of single target healing. I didn't look at Arms Warrior yet. Although I think Fury Warrior is getting a lot of cool stuff. That's a lot of healing. Also, if it splashes its damage, I mean, Life Bloom's going to be insane, no? Yeah, you have to choose between Die by the Sword and Ignore Pain, yes. Wait, Avatar was gone? How are they going to take Avatar out of the game when that's literally like the Mountain King Warrior ability? I don't know what to expect from the Epic BG yet, so I don't really want to like lay judgment on it. I do know from Ashran when they made it just 40 people fighting 40 people in the middle is that if you're a melee DPS, it sucks because you can't move and you explode. If you play ranged, it can kind of be fun. This depends on what type of ranged you are. If you're like a Destrolock or a Marksman Hunter, you can kind of snipe people and get kills occasionally. It's fun. But if you're a dot class, it just kind of feels like you're doing nothing because it's too much healing. And it's just laggy. Everyone's just lagging because it's 40 people. So it's like kind of fun for like 5 specs in the game, and then everyone's lagging. When you do 40 versus 40. You guys want to see Boomkin? I don't know what it is, but like there's like a lot of friction for me for just like setting up my character. It's like, it's literally nothing. It's like, it's not hard. It's like, this feels like brushing my teeth or like having to clean my car out or something. I just don't want to have to like drag the spells on my action bar. I just don't want to have to do it. I don't know why. It's like the most like diva thing. I'm just sitting here like, I just want the spells on my bar and my keybinds done. I don't want to have to do that. I tested Affliction. It's too much under construction to tell how well it's going to do. I think the main problem it's going to have is that Malefic Rapture was AoE, and stacking Unstable Affliction is stacking on one target. So the thing I don't understand is that it's like, for Unholy DK, they say it's bad because wounds stack on one target and you can't switch, right? That's your stance. You think that wound stacking and only having it on one target and being locked is bad. And that's fine. That can be your stance. But then Affliction Warlock, they make it so Unstable Affliction stacks on one target. So like, what is it, man? Is the stacking on one target bad, or is the stacking on one target not bad? Because you just like, you took it away from that spec, but now this spec has it. Mez, I think, made it an interesting point that was like, the stacking is unique. Like the wound mechanic is actually unique. It makes Unholy DK stand out relative to every other spec. If you take it out, then you know, how is it going to stand out? But then I was listening to an interview with Ian Hazakostas and Annie Fuchsia, and I think she did a good interview. And one of his answers basically was that they're kind of at their limit as far as like, because back in Classic, everyone is completely unique. And there was a singular reason for the most part that you were brought to like a raid group or whatever. And obviously that doesn't work well in a competitive format. It's very limiting and it's more restrictive. So they've had to homogenize in order to make it so that any spec can get invited, because effectively every spec is the same as every other spec. So really the only thing separating them is aesthetics. And I feel like we're kind of getting to that point where like everyone has everything, right? Like everyone has a dot, everyone has some random proc, everyone has the same resource for builder spender. You know, there's like maybe like one or two utility oriented things that stand out. But the way you do damage is pretty much almost the same for every class. Please don't defend the wound mechanic. Well, I'm just trying to say that I think something could be lost by making everything the same. Warrior Bloodlust. Oh yeah, there's a guy on TikTok who really wants Warrior to get Bloodlust. He has red hair and he has a bunch of weapons and glowing stuff in his room. I'm spacing out what his name is. Ascendant Eclipses. Activating an eclipse makes your next Wrath or Starfire instant. The first 3 Star Surges or Starfalls you cast during Eclipse deal 20% increased damage. Okay, we're going to be a burst one-shot spec again. Your critical strikes dealt during an Eclipse causes the victim to languish for an additional 20% of the damage dealt. So you get an extra dot. Activating an Eclipse also launches Solar or Lunar Bolt at an enemy. Entering Solar Eclipse launches a Solar Bolt. And Lunar Eclipse launches a Lunar Bolt. So we just shoot an extra Wrath or Starfire. Oh yeah, touchpad. Yeah, he doesn't play with a mouse, right? Wait, is he PvPing without a mouse? Fury keeps taking stuff from arms. Wait, what did Fury take from arms? So I can't get that because it's not available. These are under construction. This one is here. Sylvan Beckoning. Entering an Eclipse summons a Dryad to assist you. It's literally the set bonus. So the set bonus is a hero talent now. Honestly, I'm fine with that. I feel like the set bonuses should be their way of experimenting with potential new baseline class stuff. And then if a set bonus is really fucking sick and everyone likes it, you shouldn't retire it. You should just put it into the talent tree or put it in baseline or something. But that, to me, that's what set bonuses should be, is like ways of pushing the limits and experimenting. If you like something, then you keep it. Dryads cause most of your astral power generation to be increased. Most of it? That's not specific. Your starfall damage is increased by 8%. And your star surge. Okay, so these are just pretty straightforward throughput stuff. And then you get the set bonus. I mean, these seem strong. And they fit within the keeper build nicely. And this one's not done yet. Well, see, that's the thing though. If a vegan druid, if they rework classes like that so that arms is low uptime, high damage or whatever, how does that work in PvE? You know, like how does this translate over? Oh, they moved this stuff around too, actually. Innervate didn't used to be at the bottom. Oh, you don't have to get symbiotic relationship though. When a hit deals more than 12% of your health, you instantly heal for 10%. That's new. That's new, isn't it? I don't remember that. 10 buttons. I mean, I don't have everything this is like the default talent tree it gives you. I'm just trying to look at what's different. I don't know why they would give you a default talent tree that doesn't have force of nature. If like what? I mean, both of those suck, but I don't even know what I want. I don't think any of this is really that different. Celestial Fire might be different, or a different location. Oh wait, so renewal's out of the game. Oh, what the hell? Okay. No renewal. Looks like there's no bash. Oh, you guys are pointing out really important stuff. You guys want to make the content? You have to choose between Soothe and Cyclone. I guess that's fair because like you only play this in PvE and you probably never play this in PvE. It's funny because I used to use Soothe in PvP to remove Spell Reflect. It was like a min-max thing. Like if you soothed yourself, you wouldn't apply a dot to yourself, so you'd take less damage. It was such a super sweat try-hard thing that probably didn't even matter. There's no bash and there's no renewal. You literally have no bear ability. Oh no, it's here. It's here. It's here. It's here. It's there. It's just in cap roar or bash. Still a bash. We just don't have renewal. Renewal's gone. What is this one? Entering an eclipse is a 20% chance to grant the benefits of both. Why do we have celestial alignment anymore? Why don't I just turn that into eclipse? Why can't I take this? Shaved Orange, thank you for subscribing. Subscribing. I don't even know what the best is to take at low level for this because I don't think I can get all of these. If I had to guess, it's probably the third one. Why is it telling me that I don't have Trents? You know, I'm actually interested, like, maybe they are prepping it for console, which, I mean, I don't blame them. Fortnite, you can play it on your phone, you can play it on console, you can play it on whatever. I mean, Xbox, like, increased their prices, and I saw, like, people are unsubscribing and stuff. So maybe they want to put it on Game Pass as, like, an extra reason to get Game Pass. Because if you think about it this way, right, like, they could basically charge, like, let's say you play WoW, and they put WoW on Game Pass. Now they can be like, you have to sub for Game Pass to play WoW, and they can make you pay more. They could be like, now you're going to pay $25. But at least you get access to all the other Game Pass games, which then means you have to spend money on those games. I don't know how Game Pass works, if it's like Netflix or whatever, and you just get access or not. But then you might have to spend more money for things that you didn't even really want to begin with. Well, yeah, that's the thing is that, like, people who play WoW, most of us probably don't do anything else. Like, every once in a while, you might get bored at the end of a tier and you play a different game for a little bit, but most of us play, that's all we play. So where the hell is Eclipse? How does Eclipse work? Oh boy, I don't like this. Mostly because it's new, and I don't like new. So, like, how is this gonna work? I want to put a dot on the target, and then, like, I press Eclipse. And then I just spam Wrath during it. Boy, it does not last very long. So I just spam Wrath. Where's my Solar Eclipse? Aren't I supposed to have Solar Eclipse? Oh, if you press Starfire, change it. So in this phase, you'd be building up Astral Power. I don't know what the point of Incarn is. You build up Astral Power. And then when you're ready to go, you press Eclipse, and then you go ham. But what's the point of Incarn? Incarn just activates both of them. I mean, this seems OP if you have... Eclipse has a GCD. Why do I have Eclipse and Incarn is what I don't understand. I like the Dryad. The Dryad looks cool. I can't believe they remake Eclipse every single expansion. I mean, this is basically just a second Incarn button. It increases nature damage, and then Incarn just gives you both effects. So you can get like a mini Incarn every 15 seconds, or every 30 seconds, and then you can get a Giga Incarn if you take the talent reductions. You can get a mini Incarn every 30 and a Giga Incarn every minute with this tree. Oh, Dream State's all the way down here now. What the hell? Elun's Challenge. When you exit Eclipse with less than 40 Astral Power. Ooh. Oh, so some of this wiggled around a little bit. Honestly, don't know how to feel. Like, I'm so, like... I feel so discombobulated, I don't know how to feel about any of this. I literally don't know what to think. I feel like it doesn't feel finished, so I don't really know what to think. Check PvP talents. Oh my god, bro. Boom. Druid has the most PvP talents. Nothing's new in here, though. Oh, wait. Tireless Pursuit is here. Did they delete it from over there? Didn't Tireless Pursuit go over here? I could have sworn some movement speed thing went over here. Am I dumb? How it interacts with the rest of the game in PvE? I mean, it's basically, I mean, it's just giving you a strong cooldown, like, more frequently. You want to see Survival Hunter? I mean, some people are saying, like, I mean, I'm not depressed by this. I mean, we don't have renewal anymore or whatever. I'm not like, this doesn't seem like in shambles. I just don't really understand why they want to make Eclipse a keybind. You know, I thought we were trying to reduce keybinds. So, like, it seems weird to, like... And it feels... pressing it just feels like I'm pressing Incarn. Is the other thing. Like, it's just Incarn. It's just a weaker Incarn. Also, I feel like there's gonna be a gameplay where you like Eclipse and then cancel aura it. Or maybe you can't, because this Dryad comes out right at the start of it. So like, because the Dryad doesn't last the whole duration, you could like cancel the Eclipse to activate another one to get the Dryad back. You mean if they don't update or change anything, it's going to be a problem? The dragon ability for Frosty K? I mean, in reality, let's think about it this way, okay? So... everything up to basically like WoD/Legion, like it kind of started in WoD, but it was very slight. In Legion, they fully committed to it. Like Legion is like WoW 2. The class is so fundamentally changed in Legion, and they've been pretty much around the same skeleton, all throughout until now. Like this is not the same skeleton for most specs. It's kind of similar for Boomkin. So like, I mean, this is like WoW 3 basically. If they commit to this. This seems scary, man. Like, I don't know. It's one of those things where I think they need to do something new. And I think simplifying the game worked for Legion. Yeah, it didn't work for WAD. Maybe it's literally just story. Because like I used to care about the story, and the story in Legion was just so good. And I feel like the story hasn't been that good since Legion. It's either been really like strange or just like I don't care. So like maybe it's literally story. Like think about Wrath of the Lich King. Like Wrath of the Lich King was Arthas's story built up from Warcraft 3. And it was just a really good story. I feel like we just haven't had a really compelling story. It's just us versus the cosmic forces of the universe, and we're always victorious. It's like why Superman goes boring to begin with, and they had to come up with a weakness for Superman to be able to make it interesting. Watching the same TV show, but is it the same TV show? It's supposed to be new seasons. Think about vanilla PvE combat and retail PvE combat. Well, yeah, of course, it's completely different, right? So I don't know what their goal is here, you know? Like, another thing, too, is like, it's understandable for someone who's like, don't take my WeakAuras away because it makes me play the game good. But your class is going to be so much easier to play. Isn't that the point? Like, you don't have to have the WeakAuras because your class is just not going to require it. Like, it's like one of those, like, you have anxiety because you assume the game is going to be playing exactly the same way. But it's not. I mean, some specs are closer to vanilla. Boomkin is not the same as vanilla. I mean, actually, I don't know. Some people are telling me Boomkin PvE rotation is really easy. So maybe I'm just dumb. Because I feel like Boomkin, like PvP at least, to do good damage is a lot harder than a lot of other specs. How does Boomy look? Well, they pruned Renewal. Gave us this auto heal. Which, if no one is able to hit you for more than 12% of your health, it will never proc. Now, I don't know how much 12% of your health is. What's 12% of 54k? We're going to have more at max level. It'll probably proc. I assume it'll proc. The issue with it is that you can't control, like, Renewal is nice because it's like, oh, my healer can't heal me, so I'll use Renewal. This is like, oh, my healer was already healing me and I was full HP, so it procced and it didn't matter. I don't think so, bro. I swear the WeakAuras removal, PvEers are freaking out way more than PvPers. I swear there's no comparison. Like, PvEers are absolutely losing their minds about not being able to use WeakAuras. Well, it's WeakAuras. It's all combat enhancing add-ons. Maybe there's like a handful of PvPers, but I feel like most PvPers aren't losing their minds over it. Yeah, add-ons won't be able to read the combat log. Well, no, they said they're willing to. They said they're going to add stuff for PvPers too. I think the biggest issue. Although they said they were going to look at this, I swear in an interview that I spent last night in stream and I was just watching Ian Hazukosta's interviews, and I feel like his interviews are really good. He's being way more like candid and honest than I anticipated, which I think is good about a lot of things. And he mentioned how they're going to update the raid frames so that you can see all your hots. You know, like the baseline raid frames on a Druid, for example, some of your hots literally you can't tell if they're on a target because there's not enough slots for the hots to show up. So like the base frames need to be improved. Oh, you know for sure. The thing is if you've been using WeakAuras, it's like you've been going around in a wheelchair. No foul to people who are in wheelchairs, but you've been going around in a wheelchair, and so you haven't used your legs. So when somebody says stand up, your legs are really weak. You're probably gonna fall down. It's probably gonna take a while, you know, before you're moving again. But at the same time, they're simplifying your class and the combat. So like, their intent of the design is that you won't need the weak aura. Like it would be like. That's the intent of the design. They're not intending on keeping the class mechanics and the boss mechanics as they are. They're not. They're trying to scale that relative with what they're removing from add-ons. Well, yeah, I just feel like Illidan and Arthas had the best pre-setups with Warcraft 3. Like, I cared so much about Illidan and Arthas because of Warcraft 3. I feel like I don't feel that way about the characters right now. Maybe that's my fault. It probably is my fault. But like, I don't care about them. You should do solo show with add-ons that will only be baseline. Want to see how well I play? The thing is, the game's going to play completely different. If they achieve their goal, they released a healer blog. Mind you, they've said similar sentiments for like 10 expansions where they're like, we don't want people getting one shot, blah, blah, blah. And it always ends up being one shot somehow. Maybe with this pruning, they'll actually be able to achieve that. So the game isn't just everyone getting one shot. Because if you're not getting one shot, then maybe you don't need the foghorn immediately blinking your face before you're dead. You know what I mean? You'll have some time to be like, oh, he's got Avenging Wrath up. I didn't see that. Whereas like right now, if you don't have something popping up immediately telling you it, you've already died. You know what I mean? Well, you can see debuffs. No. You can see debuffs. Oh my god, I haven't seen Night Elf Flight Form in so long. You can see debuffs. So like the new I have to click stuff. So like they have a new health bar, and when you dot it, the dot goes up there. Now, my own personal taste, I don't like the dots hugging the health bar. Like I want to like raise them. I want to make them bigger. I don't know if I can do that. But like I want to be able to move this up and make them bigger. And then when you target other thing, you go down that guy and then down that guy. I assume if I press Control V or something, I don't know. I don't know why it's not showing all the health bars at the same time. Combat. Wait, where? Is it literally called add-ons? Where? Nameplates? Oh, you can make it really big. Oh, you can make it really big. Legacy? What the hell is legacy? Thin? Oh, I like block. Can I move them? Like up? Debuff padding. Okay, I can move them up. Okay. This is good. This is good. What is simplifying nameplates? Oh, I don't want any of this. Okay, now what does it look? Oh, it's really big. Okay, maybe it's too big. I think I made it too big. That's a freaking weak aura, bro. I had a freaking weak core right there. Like it's like I went to the plastic surgeon and I'm like, make my boobs really big, and he's like, okay, I made your boobs really big. And I'm like, bro, that's way too big. You made them way too big. Okay. Let's scale this down to a 3 and then see. That's still too big. Scale this down to a 2. I like that this is just in the game. And I don't need an add-on. That's good. I like that. I don't know why the HP is gray. Why is the HP gray? I don't like the color. I don't understand. It doesn't show, like, if I'm targeting and have dots on 3 things, I can't see their health bar unless I'm targeting them. Is that a setting? Like, why? I can only see it if I'm targeting it. Always show? Oh, there we go, there we go. Oh, that's fine. That's fine. BM's80, there the 5 get the subs. What do you want me to test? Is it Warriors 80? Also, did you rename? I mean, Boomkin is not like, I don't know. I just feel like Eclipse is weird when you already have Incarn. I don't know. I just feel it's a little weird. Also, it's an extra keybind, so I don't really know about that. Oh, you didn't have a Twitch name. I see, I see. You can set up spell cooldown timers. I don't even want that though. Is that like it pops up in the middle of my screen, or it's somewhere and it has a timer on it or something? Bro, why is my character like permanently like aggro stance? Like, chill, bro. Chill, bro. I mean, to me, like, the health bars there are fine. I can't look at raid frames unless I'm in a group. Didn't they say there's like a raid boss you can test or something? I kind of want to do that. Can I do... Are these not available or something? Like, what is this? Didn't they say there's like a... Oh, what is that? Can I do this? Oh, shit. What? Bro, this would be sick. Can they turn the training grounds on? This would actually be insane. If I could just test BGs against bots. Wait, where'd it go? Oh. Yeah, it doesn't work. Bro, I would love to be able to just queue BGs against bots just to test things. But I don't think it's enabled. What can I do if I can't do a dungeon? Like, can I queue a follower dungeon? Is it because I need to, like... I'm just gonna see what happens if I do this. You want to see how bad Survival Hunter is? Wait, what happened to Survival Hunter? Oh my god, Leodrin is... What in the hell, Leodrin? What the hell did you guys do? Why are you so bright? How is this not like a seizure warning? What is that?
I answer to the light.
Why does it look like frickin' R. Kelly had his way on you guys? Like, what's going on here, bro? What's happening to you?
Sharel Aran. Remain vigilant. Aldiel Shalah.
Bro, I'm getting blinded on the alpha. Oh, bro, this looks sick, bro. I feel like I'm spoiling, though. I don't want to... I just wanted to see if I could queue the new dungeons. Are we the backup? I guess we're the backup.
Pleasantries can
I will tell you, this is very immersive. Okay? This feels like Legion. Cause like I'm like, this is Quell Danos, Blood Elf. I'm vibing with Blood Elves. There's like this big threat. This feels like WoW. No spoiler, please. Should I stop? Can I just like look? I mean, we've already seen this on a cinematic, right? Like, can we look outside and see what's over here? What the fuck? Ezerak and Veilgore. Wait, can I attack these guys? They only have like 30k HP, bro. I think I can take them, dude. I think I can take them. Come on. Come in range, bro. I think I can take him. Can I jump down? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! You didn't tell me I could do that. What is even, like... Where am I? Oh, it's the Sunwell. Oh, what is happening? I'm not... What? What? Oh, it's literally the Sunwell. Wait a minute. That's where I used to buy my gear. That's where we built our statue. That's where the rep vendor was that sold the tabard and like the shield. I remember the shield. And then Magister's Terrace is over there. Well, actually, you know, like, I feel like for a long time, they were afraid of using these old zones because they thought that we would say they're being lazy. You know? Because like, it's like, this zone already exists, Blizzard. Why are you being lazy? Why don't you make a new zone? But I'm like sitting here and I'm actually glad they're using this. Rather than just arbitrarily adding a new zone that's just going to be a void after the expansion's over. You know what I mean? I think it's nice that we're going back. PvP ruined your enjoyment of single player games? That was kind of the same for me. But I don't know, like, as I'm getting older, I am considering, like, maybe I should try to PvE more or something. How much life do you have? 50k. So, this isn't max level. Bro, I swear the stat squish isn't even gonna matter. I swear the stat squish, by the time we're max level... I swear we're gonna have like 100k HP. I swear we're literally already gonna have like 100,000 HP. Don't PvP? What? Foxy is doing it? Is he bored? Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, this isn't max level, and I already have 50,000 HP. That seems ridiculously high. Like, I swear by the end of the expansion, we're going to have 1,000,000 HP. Who is this guy? Oh, is that what ally health bars look like? He looks like a paladin health bar? Oh, that's kind of cool. Should I duel him? Can we duel here? Oh, we can duel here. Should we duel him? You want to duel, bro? The first alpha duel? I don't have any of my keybinds. We're about to toastify this guy with no keybind. He knows how to stun. I'm screwed, bro. I'm screwed, bro. Oh, God. I don't have any buttons. How do I press buttons? I have to click everything, bro. I'm clicking buttons. We're going ham. We're going ham. We're going ham. We're going ham. We're going ham, baby. We're going ham, baby. The Compton's got me, bro. The Compton's got me. The first duel in midnight. He bubbled. I don't know what to do. I have to click stuff because I don't have keybinds. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. I'm clicking. He doesn't have interrupt keybound. Classic. Oh, he does. He does have a keybound. Wait, I can test out the new Eclipse. The new Eclipse. Eclipse! I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Why is he not dying? Oh, he's dead. Thank God. Thank God. Thank God. Whatever. I will still sub to you. What? How do I bet? Wait, why can't I see what he typed? He just lost to a clicker. Oh my God. First, no add-ons duel. And I'm clicking my spells. See, guys? You don't even need add-ons. You don't even need keybinds, okay? Midnight is so easy. You don't even need keybinds. You just don't... Everything is fine. This is so weird. Wait, why? The first no add-on duel. Add-ons? I like it. I feel like a baby learning to walk. Yeah, you've had a jetpack flying you around for 10 years. Now you have to build your leg muscles back up. I swear this is good. I swear this is good. Bringing everybody down. You no longer, no third-party websites. Everybody's a noob again. I swear that's what WoW needs. If it's gonna get new people. We're all just noobs again. No one's better than us because they have some hella tricked out WeakAuras package. We're just all noobs. Is that not better? I swear it's better. Literally, the removal of add-ons, we're just noobs. Me and this guy are just hitting each other. I don't know what the hell's going on. We're gonna all be bad. Isn't that game gonna be more fun if we're all bad? COD players going to Battlefield 6? OG PvP again. Can we like go back? Is there a way to go back? Am I just stuck here now? I need, oh wait, I don't have personal resource display on. I was trying to figure out why the hell is it over there? Wait, what the frick? Why is it over there? Can I move it? Well, it's scary. Oh. There should be a checkbox in edit mode. Oh, there we go. Why is that hidden, by the way? No. I swear this is what WoW needs. As painful as it seems, You know, and as scary as it seems to see your add-ons turned off, we are all going to lose the add-ons, okay? We're all going to have to fall a little bit. And they're going to make the game easier. So, an easier game with no add-ons. Everybody's a noob again. I swear it's good. It's just we've played it a certain way for so long, we're afraid. But I swear it's right. I swear it's right. How much am I getting paid? I'm not getting paid to say that. I legitimately think they're gonna back out of the add-ons. I legitimately think they will. I legitimately think that at the end of this, they're gonna back out and they're gonna leave add-ons. I actually think they're gonna do that. This looks insane, bro. I love the new graphics. I love the new graphics of this. This guy's like, yo, you wanna duel me? No keybind duel? You wanna duel on the alpha, bro? I don't even know what class he is. I don't have keybinds, bro. Oh, you're a resto, Druid. I take this back. Alright. Press the buttons. Can I kill a resto, Druid? Oh, wait. Is that actually Ferris? Is that the real Ferris? Wait, can we kill a healer? Is that a real thing? Am I allowed to do that? I need to... Wait, I'm missing a button. Where are my Force of Natures? Okay, wait. Okay. Now I can actually do damage. Oh, I didn't dot. Wait a minute. I'm dotting. I can actually move the HP bar. I swear before I couldn't move a healer's HP bar. There'd be no shot. Also, what is this? Like, I can see rejuve on the target. I want to be able to see if life bloom's on the target. Is that a new rejuve animation or icon? I can see if she's swift mended. Wait, what? What is going on? Wait, I swear before you couldn't move an HP bar of a healer. This is like insane. Like, considering I'm clicking my spells. Also, what is this like? It shows like how much damage I'm going to do or something? This is weird. I actually like the HP bar though. I can see Barkskin! Wait, I can see Barkskin on the HP bar. I can even see what form or what shapeshift form. What is that? Abundance? Wait, what is that? Wait, there's no way. Can I kill a healer? Wait. Oh my god, we're so close. We're so close. I can kill a healer. I think she probably stopped trying, but I can actually kill a healer. Or hurt a healer. I like this new HP bar. I'm clicking. Game too hard. Who's this demon hunter? Is Lorthamar like the Blizzard server? What is this guy doing down here? Why is there a kobold here?
Friends have fruit, right? You remember I helpful.
Oh, I get a candle. Fuck. What is this, bro? This guy just gives you a candle. Behold the skidder. The power of the light is a candle, dude. You could get a candle on your head, dude. To fight the void. This is very important. See, this is how they're going to introduce gnome paladins. They're going to just attach candles to their head. And then you're part of the light. You're part of the light. I want to fight a void thingy. What does a void thingy do? Oh wait, I forgot I'm supposed to use Starfire if I'm in Lunar Eclipse. Okay. Check out Warrior now. Are the damage? Wait, where's the damage meter? Where do you see damage meter? Gameplay enhancements? What is click casting? What is quick keybind mode? There's no... I don't think there's a DPS meter. Oh, this looks nice though. And by nice I mean like the Void are invading, but like... I like the art style. Oh, what is that? When was that? When did they put these statues in? Shouldn't this be a bowl of fruit? Wait a minute. When did they put the statues in? These weren't here when in TBC. I would have remembered this statue being here in TBC. I'm just saying. Not for reasons that you probably think. But I would have noticed the statue was here in TBC. These statues were not here in TBC. There ain't no way, bro. Yeah, but I mean, Boomkin's fine. I don't really understand the like. Eclipse just feels like Incarn. It's just like it's the same button. But like Boomkin, I mean, Boomkin's fine. I don't think there's anything that like. It's just, it feels like it's just the same. If you like want my assessment, I feel like Eclipse is a little weird, and having an extra keybind for it is like a little annoying. But like, I don't know. Build up your resources, press Eclipse, and spam Star Surge. That's what you were doing with Incarn, except now you can just do it every 30 seconds. It's like the same. I think Boomkin has the same number of buttons. See, you guys want Warrior or you want Warrior or you want Paladin? Did you check out Sub-Rogue or Rogue in general? No, I haven't checked Rogue. Although all the Rogues say they like Rogue. I don't like I want to like test on the alpha, but I also don't want to like spoil the quests. I don't really want to do the quests. Well, I kind of actually do want to do the quest, but I don't want to spoil it because it actually looks good. And I'm just like sitting there and I'm like, I don't really want to spoil this.
People are experiencing visions of a radiant song all across Azeroth. We have reason to believe it's a warning of some kind. Meet me in...
Is this a BFA quest?
Your service to the Alliance has been most impressive, champion. I could not have done better myself. Well, I could, but not by much.
Damn, she's a little pretentious, isn't she?
The Vindicar. It is time that we reward your diligence.
Oh, Warrior looks hella weird. This looks so different. Some of these are like so different. This looks like so different. Is it gonna save my thing? Oh, I think it did, yeah. Bro, it takes a lot of rage to press Immortal Strike. Is Cleave like an ability to use single target now? To remove the dot and the dot numbers? What, with how long it lasts? You want to remove that? I guess, yeah, you could maybe. I feel like that's fine. Wait, you don't want to see the damage on your dot? What do you mean? 8k Mortal Strike is... I have 60,000 HP, so... What is that? 2k overpowers? I don't have a hero talent tree though. Yeah, they removed knockbacks from every single class. I feel like being a melee DPS is gonna be OP. Oh, the comma. Wait, there's a comma? I didn't even see that. What do you mean? A comma. Oh. Oh yeah, but the thing is I think they'll let you download damage font add-ons because it's cosmetic. I don't think you'll have to use their numbers. I think you'll be able to switch that. That's a cosmetic thing. Right? Or does the combat log need to read to be able to do that? I don't know. I don't know if it needs to or not. I mean, rotationally, this feels the same as it does, but I mean, I obviously don't have like the right talents and stuff, but so yeah, they haven't made that yet. They haven't made this yet. So I think whoever's working on Warrior has focused 100% on just like the baseline trees because you don't even have Apex talents. So this is all you have. Okay, so you get cheat death now. When you're brought below 20% health, you will just heal for 30% of your health, but it's a 4-minute cooldown. Oh, it's a double tap. You heal instantly for 30% and then an additional 30% over 15 seconds. So it's a 60% heal. That's substantial, but it's a 4-minute cooldown. That's like a gigasecond wind, but it has a really big cooldown. Why they're keeping the big talent trees? I kind of feel like a lot of these talent trees should just be like the hero talents where you just fill them out, but there's not like, by the time you're max level, you get all of them. You know what I'm saying? So like if you're a new player and you're leveling up, you get a little choice while you're leveling up and you get to put points in. But then when you get to max, you get all of them. Because, like, for the most part, these talents are locked in anyways. So, like, just make a talent tree that's just you get everything at max level. And then if you want people to make a choice, make a little mini talent tree that's like mop. Where you could put, like, Intimidation Shout doesn't break on damage, or this thing breaks your healer out of CC or whatever. You know, you put the choices that you have, you put them on a little mini tree on the side. And you can just get whenever you want, and then the baseline talent trees you just fill them going from top to bottom as you level up, and you eventually get all of them. That would be what I would like, because I mean we're realizing what they realized in Classic is that these talents were just auto locked in, right? And they're just like, we may as well make them baseline and then give you a choice. But the thing that was lost was that when you leveled up, it was kind of fun putting a point in. So this way you get to put a point in while you level up, but you just get everything, so you don't have to worry about making the wrong choice. And then also the choice nodes will come on like a secondary talent tree. It's like you get the mop tree and the classic tree put together if you do that. Is it too late? It's probably too late to even consider doing that, nor do I doubt they would do that. But to me, that's like how the talent trees need to evolve. Do I think the PvP changes will save PvP? It's too early to know. I think there's also a lot of variables, like the CC/DR change might not, it might end up actually being more CC. I feel like you have to actually we have to play with those changes to tell if it feels better or worse. I think the only thing that will feel better is roots. Roots will be way less annoying, but like RMP, I think it's still good, maybe even better. So obviously everyone's upset about this, like ignore pain or die by the sword, but they're pruning defense from everyone. So it's like a disarmament of defense. It's like if you're thinking about your class in the modern game, it feels bad. But ignore pain sucks anyways, doesn't it? I guess it's a lot though. 5k absorb seems like a big number with 60k HP. Wait, that seems better than die by the sword. So it's probably going to be like you play die by the sword into melee and then you play ignore pain into not melee. If I had to guess. Like just looking at how much it actually absorbs. Now, it could be you play ignore pain all of the time if it absorbs enough. But obviously die by the sword has other utility, right? You can parry disarms and parry crowd control. And I think you'd also be able to like taunt parry a boss or something maybe. I don't like this. Cleave replaces whirlwind. Didn't they delete cleave? Oh, bro, you get to spam cleave. That's probably really fun in PvE. Wait, Hunter defenses got buffed. You get 100% dodge on Cheetah. They give you evasion. So you get sprint evasion. Or it's just dodge now. So you don't have Warbreaker either. Wait, yeah, you do. They just renamed it. Bro, I don't like when they do that. I don't like when they do that. This is Warbreaker. It smashes the ground and it's AoE. Colossus Smash was the single target one. And it's literally the same icon as Warbreaker. They just changed it to be Colossus Smash. I hate when they change the name and the icon stays the same. Was it always C Smash? I thought it was Warbreaker. If you took this and made it AoE. Check your mastery. Wielding a two-handed weapon, you deal 26% additional damage. It has nothing to do with bleeds. Yeah, D-Boon's not on it. Warbreaker came later. I mean, I guess it just depends on when you were playing the game, you know? How did you get early access? What do you mean you? You saying you, bro? I've been an avid tester, enjoyer, content creator, contractor, community member for a long time, okay? What do you mean you? I'm not even famous. I want to say, like, I appreciate you saying that you think I'm famous, but I'm far from famous, dude. You want to know why I know that I'm not famous? I don't even know if I should say this. I legitimately don't even know if I should say this, but I thought it was funny at the time. I don't even know if I should say this. I don't think I should say it. But I know I'm not famous because of it. I know I'm not famous because of it. Say it. Just say it? I can't say it. Everyone working at AWC as alpha? There's probably a good likelihood, yeah. Get disappointed. It's disappointed in survival. The thing is it like this choice feels poopy now, but it depends on the design of the game. Depends on the design of the game. You're also losing Thunderous Roar, so you're losing a lot of key. Warrior is really simple. Wait, did they delete your Bladestorm procs Immortal Strike? I like that. I have a feeling this cleave build is going to be insane in PvE. Like, you get all this cooldown reduction. You can get them for free. You're just going to... I feel like you're just going to spam cleave. $10 gifted subs to say it? I think it would have to be 50 gifted subs. Because I don't really fully understand the implications of saying it. I don't feel like there should be, but maybe there would be. You macro charge with Rend or Hamstring? You might be able to. What could it possibly be? It was an encounter that I had at Gamescom. Wait, Tactician can trigger from Slam? No, not with the opposite gender, no. I'm not saying it unless there's 50 gifted subs, bro. Oh, Spell Reflect looks different. Wait, has it always looked like that? Am I dumb? As Spell Reflect always looked like that? It looks insane. You want me to try Rogue? I will drop 10 if everyone else wants to chip in. It has more flash.
I require a target.
I'm just seeing if anything looks different. Oh, let's look at Fury for a second. Oh yeah, there's something cool with Fury. Wait a minute. Dude, Fury Warrior, bro, Fury Warrior, where is it? Wait, I don't see it. Wait, where is it? Wow, I swear it's like, I swear when I, wait, what? Where is it? Huh? Is it in here? No. Okay, wait a minute. I gotta test this. Where's my mouse? No. The single-minded fury thing. I swear. Wait, did someone just gift 50 subs? There's no way someone gifted 50 subs. I actually have to say it now. I need to make sure that's real. Wait a minute, there's no way. I have to make sure that's real. Because otherwise it's like an insane thank you. But I feel like that's not real. Now I feel like getting baited. Am I getting baited? Wait a minute. There's no way someone just gifted 50 subs. And you want to know... Okay, you want to know why I know that I'm not famous? You want to know? It's kind of embarrassing, man. Like... It's maybe it's not that... Again, like, I don't really feel like it's... I didn't take it personally, okay? But I was backstage at Gamescom, okay? So there's a room called a green room, which is like a room that's private for people working on the show. and there was someone who works at Blizzard in the room. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that I'd never met them before. So I said, "Oh my God, it's so nice to meet you. I don't think I've met you before." And their response was, "What role do you have on the show?" They didn't know who I was, basically. They didn't know who I was. And so I knew I wasn't famous. If they didn't know who I was, then I'm not famous, basically. $50 more gifted subs and I'll say who it was. I had the first 50. Y'all need to do the rest. Don't let your dudes. All I'm saying is I know that I'm not famous. Okay. But I don't want to. Again, I didn't take it personally. I'm sure they're busy. Whatever. You know, like it's whatever. All I know is that I know that I'm not famous. What was I gonna do in here?
I foresee a mutually beneficial transaction.
So I thought they made it so you can transmog one-handers now. Did they change that? Because it does not show up. I am famous to you, and you know what? That matters more to me, okay? I was kind of hurt a little bit, but it's fine. It matters more that I'm at least famous to you guys. It's not yet implemented. Yeah, but where is it? Because I swear it was in the spell book. I swear they made it so you're going to be able to transmog one-handers. The one-hander mog passive? Yeah, but where is it on here? I don't see it. It's like it got deleted. That's why I'm concerned. I was going to show you guys it, but I don't see it anywhere. Why do I have freaking shield block and shield slam? I swear it was in the talent tree where it said you could transmog two-handed weapons to one-handed, but I don't see it. It's just you can equip one-handers. Because I think they did the same thing with survival. You can now wear one-handers as survival. But I don't see it here. Did they change Fury's talent tree? I'm pretty sure they did. This doesn't look... Some of it looks kind of the same, but not all of it. Maybe it's kind of... I don't remember. I'd have to take a screen... Avatar is still there. They took it out? Oh, they literally took out the whole thing. I see. What is that? Oh, that's not... I had to choose between that and Avatar? Wait, so only Fury gets Avatar? Is it because they're the only ones that can be Mountain Thanes? Yeah, I wonder if they did that because they're the only ones that can be Mountain Thanes. Which obviously Mountain Thane is based off of Muradin from Warcraft 3, and he had Avatar. So maybe their logic for that was that ARMS doesn't have Mountain Thane, so it shouldn't have Avatar. What have we looked at class-wise? I mean, I've only really, like, in detail looked at Boomkin and Affliction. I'm kind of glancing at some stuff right now, but I'm also super tired, and I'm probably going to go to bed pretty soon. I'm just kind of, like, glancing over things and trying to notice if anything, like, there's anything, like, major happening with something. Why would you ever want to pick regular Rend instead of Thunderclap Rend? I guess because you have to get Thunderclap. You really think Survival Hunter is that bad? What happened to Survival Hunter? Wait, did I do a max level character? I'm spacing out, dude. I'm so tired. Me so tired. Oh my god, what just happened? Okay, so... Calming Storm, thank you for the 3 months. What do you got here? Raptor Strike has a 25% chance of... 25% chance to trigger Raptor Strike, dealing 900 damage and grants you focus. Raptor Swipe. During takedown, your chance to trigger a Raptor Swipe is increased. So are these Apex talents, but I can get them before I'm even max level? Boomstick. Unload a series of 4 shotgun blasts in front of you. Is that just Fury of the Eagle, except it's shotguns now? It's shotgun. Oh, you actually have hero talents. What the hell? Not that disengage removes a movement impairing effect. Its cooldown is reduced. Enemy is stunned by binding shot. It is dragged to the center of binding shot. Oh my god. That's really OP in PvE. It's also kind of poopy in PvP, but I guess you would just take that one, right? Your auto attacks grant 2 focus to you and your pet. Auto attack damage is increased by 15%. And just 3% mastery. For 15 seconds after casting Takedown, Takedown is replaced with Moonlight Chakram. The hell is Takedown? Throw a Chakram blessed with Moonlight at your current target that will rapidly deal physical damage with 7 times. Oh, that's cool. They're bringing in like some sort of glaive, some like Night Elf influence on that. When your Moonlight Chakram expires, it summons an explosion. So there's extra AoE. That one's not done yet. And Moonlight Chakram deals 25% damage. I kind of want to test that. This thing sounds interesting. Wait, is this on retail too? I've never played this. Takedown is the new coordinated assault. Oh. I see. Oh, shit. This lets you see rogues. Was that always there? Oh, but you need that. If Aspect of the Cheetah gives you dodge? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where did you guys see Aspect of the Cheetah gives you dodge? I don't see that. Where is the dodge? Is it a PP talent? Cat-like reflexes. Aspect of the Cheetah's initial burst of speed is increased. And you have 100% dodge. Did they like remove your... No, you still have survival of the fittest. What? So you have like 3 shield walls now? Oh, it does not last long at all. What the hell? The dodge only lasts for like 3 seconds. You can get it down to 4. Yeah, but it's literally, it's like a blade dance. It's like a manual blade dance. It's not like a, I thought it lasts the whole duration of it. It's not as intimidating. I really don't think that's as intimidating. Okay, so like, what do we have? So, Fortitude of the Bear. Is that a new ability? Or is that because of the pet that I have? What does this look like? Oh my god, I have a shotgun, bro. Okay. I wonder why they decided to make it a shotgun instead of a spear. I'm missing like hella buttons, bro. Like what do I not have on my bar? Hatchet toss. What the hell? Is this an actual attack or like what is that? Why do I have hatchet touch? What is that? Takedown. Oh, so they didn't remove these abilities, they renamed them. They didn't remove them, they just renamed. That's like completely different. You still have everything. They just renamed it and gave it like a little bit of a different aesthetic. You still have all this stuff. You still have Wildfire Bomb. Takedown still charges you at the target. Oh, it does something extra after you take down. Wait, where's my Mongoose Bite? Or do I not have it talented or something? Oh, you don't have Mongoose Bite anymore. What are you even doing then? You just press kill command unless you have focus and then you spam Raptor? Oh my god, I'm lagging. Oh, this is really easy then. What the hell were you even doing before? You just press bombs if you have bombs. Otherwise, you're just a demon hunter. You spam demon bite and then you spam... You have like one less button, sort of. You're basically a demon hunter. That seems really easy. Wait a minute. That seems really easy. Wait, there's no explosive shot? No flanking. Holy crap, Survival Hunter is... Oh my god. Wait, there's no kill shot either. I mean, you're a demon hunter. And Tip the Spear does nothing now? Wait, where is this? Yeah, where do you see the dual wield? Where does it show the dual wield? Or can I just put the weapons on? I don't think it's even going to give you one-handers. But this seems super easy.
It's too far away.
Moonlight Chakram looks kind of cool. Oh, you have explosive shot. It's just random. It's right there. I mean, I'm not. The simplicity of this reminds me of like Demon Hunter when it first came out. This has to be the easiest spec in the game. I swear, like hands down, this is the easiest spec in the game to play now.
I need to get closer.
If you need a WeakAuras to play this, like there's no way, bro. It's just full energy bar, press 2. If anything that has a cooldown comes up, press that. If you don't have energy, press 1. And that's it. You're done. Does it even have trap? I think it has traps. It has freezing trap. It still has intim. Where's tar trap? Is that a talent? Oh, it's a talent. Okay, that's why I don't have it. Wait, there's no scatter. Wait, there's no root? What's the point of 2 DRs if they just took the thing that DRs out anyways? I don't know if I like this more. Like, bro, this feels like I'm like a level 1 character in a new MMO or something. Like maybe that's what they want. I don't know. Bro, this is so easy. Thing is like it's probably still hard for someone who's never played the game before. Yeah, I think Big Mix is gonna. There's no way, bro. Dude, Big Mix is sad right now, dude. I think Big Mix is sad, bro. This is like. That is the easiest rotation I think of anything I've seen in the game. I'm trying to think of what I would want them to keep. If they could keep something. Maybe this is fine. I don't know. Maybe the game will be fine if it's this easy. Firemate? Dude, Void. I keep seeing this Void Demon Hunter. It makes me want to make one. His animations are so insane. Bro, it's literally like... What the hell? Is this guy even playing WoW? What are his animations? Dude. Consume. You could play this spec on a console. 10,000%. You could play this on a console.
I don't have a target.
But the thing is like I feel like you could play it already on a console with a 1-button rotation and you'd be fine. This is really gonna be like the great reset or something of WoW if they actually go through with this. Like we are all gonna go back to the beginning basically, bro. We're all going back to the beginning. Maybe it's fine. I don't know. Like Legion ended up being good. Maybe it's okay. Like maybe it's okay. I think that spell looks really cool. I'm gonna be real. I think it looks way better than this like weird spears jabbing animation that they had before. I do like that animation better. I mean, Survival Hunter is like probably like how many buttons is on an action bar? Like 20 buttons? No, it's a little more than that. Maybe like 25 buttons. I mean, it's very simple. Now we're gonna have a hard time knowing whether or not BM Hunter is harder than Survival. You know, I was actually kind of wondering this, if this was actually what they were gonna do. If they were like, the Rep Paladin rework, you know, it went so well, everybody's really enjoying it, and it's really simple and easy. Are we going to just make everything into Rep Paladins? That's what I was wondering. I think that's what's gonna happen now. I think they're just gonna make everything into Rep Paladins. Oh wait, I have some duplicates on my bar? Okay, so it's probably less than 25 buttons. Less than 25. Was Survival one of the more complex specs? Like, I don't know in PvE. I feel like it's possible it was in PvE, but... Check out the new button on the side of the tree. Wait, there's a new button? Oh, I didn't see this. This is literally just what's the Devastation Evoker Ring of Fire thing they put on the ground? It gives you fiery weapon. I mean, I don't think you'll be able to use it in PvP because it... How slow is it? Wait, how do I test that? I think Survival must have required like a WeakAuras or something, and that's why they've done this to it. With like Tip the Spear and stuff. Because this is significantly easier. This is like 40% easier than it was before. Rotationally. Maybe that's okay.
I can't attack that.
You have to untalent Boomstick for it? But my Boomstick, bro. I had to get way more. I had to give up way more than Boomstick. Oh my god, Boomstick's on cooldown. I don't know. I mean, I think it looks okay. I kind of like, at this point, I feel like they have to do something, right? Like something pretty dramatic, right? Otherwise, it's just going to be the same. Do we really want the same again? Is it worth taking the risk, like this big and significant of a risk? Is it worth it? Or is just keep everything the same and we know what it's going to be the same game? Well, yeah, everything is AoE. There was an interview with Annie Fuchsia and Ian Hazzikostas, and he basically said they talked about homogenization. And just how it's like an inevitable end if they're going to make it so that every spec can, do all of the content. Because otherwise what ends up happening is some specs are better at raid, but then they're useless in dungeons, or they're really good in dungeons, but they're useless in raid, right? So they have to make everything AoE and single target equally. Otherwise, they're not going to be useful in certain parts of the game, because raiding is generally more single target. So single target specs are preferential unless they design an encounter deliberately sustained AoE, which they can. But I don't know. I kind of feel like they have to take a risk. So like making the classes easy like this and getting rid of the add-ons also will compensate, right? Like the game will be harder because there's no add-ons. So maybe it's good if your rotation is simpler. Rotation's simpler, but no add-ons makes it harder. So it ends up almost the same, except that you don't have a ton of keybinds and WeakAuras tracking your procs. Like I both think it could be exactly what WoW needs to be revitalized and terrified at the same time. Oh, I mean tier sets generally don't add any active abilities though. They only ever modify existing ones. I guess they could make them more, I don't know, trying to think of an example of a set bonus that they've done that made it like more intricate passively. I don't have another season if they don't make big changes. Yeah, I mean, I kind of think that they do need to. I'm down with WoW getting simpler and no add-ons. I feel like that would just be better. I mean, they probably got it past shareholders because their intention is to probably put it on a console, right? I don't know for sure, but I would expect that if they're like, how can we get this on a console? Well, this is what the players are asking for. They want an easier game and no add-ons. So if we had an easier game with no add-ons, then we could also put it on console, right? So that's my anticipation of it. If I had to guess, they're probably also looking and saying, well, Classic's really popular, so let's just make the game more like Classic. Maybe people just want to vibe and press one button and just hang out with their homies in a raid, you know? They don't want to just sweating out and having all these little micros, add-ons, and AoE circles on the ground and bajillions of all this stuff. Maybe it's good. A DDR pad? It could be fun to it could be fun to try some challenges like that, I think. With some just like some weird stuff. Oof. High-end content will be harder. No, I don't think it will, because they're putting in-game timers for boss mechanics, and they're not gonna like spam 10 billion swirlies at you anymore. They're gonna give you the information in game, and there's not gonna be 10 billion swirlies. I feel like everyone needs to stop freaking out until they test the raid boss. Everyone needs to just chill out. We're in the alpha. Test the raid boss and see. I feel like that's what we need. I don't think it's gonna like anything like freaking out prior to that point is just wasted energy. We don't know for sure. So I think taking the time and just wait. They said there's a raid boss, but I don't know how to queue for it. Well, that's what I'm saying. I think it's a great reset, and then they can build off of it again, you know? And the thing is I didn't like the pruning in WoD. Actually, some of the classes were still fine. I initially was like anti-prune for a while. And then I wanted the spells back, and then I liked having the spells back. But now it's weird. I feel like we're just going through a cycle. We're like on a pendulum. Like we swung, and now we're on the side where it's like pruning will fix the game. So we prune, and then we're going to get onto the side of we need the abilities back. So then we're going to add the abilities back. And then we're going to get to the side where, no, we should prune. I just feel like we're bouncing back and forth. Yeah, we always want what we don't have. It's like, oh, there's too many abilities. It's too cumbersome. Let's get rid of them. Great, now it's great. And then you play it, and you're like, oh, I miss those abilities. We should bring them back. And then you bring them back, and you're like, oh, it's too many keybinds. It's too cumbersome. Prune them again. I don't know how scripted it will be if you have 4 buttons. It'll be like a classic WoW duel. How do I get into the housing? Is there like a server for that? Midnight level up. I have no idea. It's an internal alpha. Wait, can I click that? I don't think I'm supposed to go on this. Oh yeah, I don't. Okay. Oh, god damn it, dude. Now they're gonna kick me out. Now they're gonna be like, no, you tried to enter that and you're not allowed. And well, your access is gone now. You have no access for trying to do that. Canadian asking about how to get into housing. Okay, if you don't live in Vancouver, you can get into housing. In Canada. If you live in Vancouver, you'll never get into housing. You need like an over $300,000 income to get into housing in Vancouver. And like 250 grand down payment. I don't know how to do the housing. Am I dumb? All of this to make classic players want to play retail? Well, I think they're also trying to get new players. I don't know. I feel like how many new players do you think play? Because my guesstimate was 5%. Like an expansion gets 5% new players, and then the rest are either already subscribed or returning players. Saskatoon is cheap. Well, I mean, there's Omega cheap places for sure. I mean, Destro's pretty fun, and it doesn't really have a lot of buttons, right? Like, even in retail. I feel like Destro's still pretty fun. I don't know. Maybe it'll be fine. I genuinely just met a new player 6 months in, first time player. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think there are new players. Oh, wait, you guys can't see the screen? I'm literally attacking mobs and you can't see the screen that whole time? Dude, I just showed you all the new animations. You guys just missed that, bro? You guys just missed all the new animations? I didn't look at Feral. Oh, maybe we should look at Feral, actually. Because Feral used to be really complicated. So... there weren't any new animations. I'm debating. It's shift. Oh, because people don't like Final Fantasy or something. We could have pruned more rotational fluff. The thing is I don't even think they pruned the CDs. They renamed them. Like there was a post that said coordinated assaults removed and warbreakers removed. They didn't remove them. They renamed them. They're still in there. They're not called that anymore. Oh, I forgot the audio in this zone is going nuts, bro. Okay, how do I get out of here? This noise is, get me out, dude. The noises, bro, the noises. I agree. So if I were to make a list of the specs that really needed like to be dumbed down a little bit, it would have been Outlaw Rogue, Feral Druid, Arcane Mage, maybe Survival Hunter, and Enhancement Shaman and Resto Shaman. For sure they needed to lose abilities or like remove like WeakAuras necessity, like 100%. Vanish doesn't even give CDR anymore. What the hell do you do then? Do you just slice people? What did we lose? I don't play Feral Druid regularly enough to even like understand immediately what we lost. So you still have Incarn. You still have Feral Frenzy. You don't have Adaptive Swarm. You still have Tiger Fury. Oh, Blood Talons. Is that the one where you heal and then like your next 3 damage buttons are bigger? I think that's what that is, right? Like you got an instant regrowth and then you pressed it and then your next 3 whatevers. I mean, it's definitely like a skill cap reduction losing that, but maybe it's fine. What is sudden ambush snapshot? Is that like your rake stun from stealth? Oh, it was 3 builders and then the next 3 spenders. Oh yeah, you had to like hit combo. You had to use 3 different builders. So now you just worry about keeping bleeds on the target. That's it. Now it's just whatever build combo points bleed done. Losing Brutal Slash is probably for the best. You either needed to bake Brutal Slash into shred or get rid of it. Only with Tiger's Fury. So if I press Tiger's Fury, then my bleeds are super juiced. But there's nothing else. It's so weird to me that they're okay with snapshotting, but only on this class. Because snapshotting on other classes they deemed was a problem. They were like, this is bad. Also, does it show the... Maybe I can see it on a dummy or something. Does it like show... Oh my god, I didn't realize how fast that dash is because I never play it. Do they show like a bleed when it's super juiced on the target so you know it's super juiced? I guess they also lost renewal, right? Just all the druids lost renewal? Yeah. So like I have Tiger's Fury, right? So this is super juiced bleed. Why do the bleeds look so weird? Is it because they're super juiced? Is that what a super juiced bleed looks like? I don't know what I need to know what a non-juiced bleed looks like to know if that's right or not. Is this what bleeds look like now? Oh, those are super juiced. No, those look the same. Wait, what's going on? Is this just what Rake looks like now on the target? It looks so intense. Why is it applying Thrash? I'm not thrashing. How do I tell when I got a super juiced one or not? Like, this is my super juice. Oh, they do change. Oh, that's kind of cool. Like literally the icons change, so you can see they're super juiced. The Rake one looks exactly the same though. Or, oh, I still have Tiger's Fury up. Wait a minute. Yeah, the Rake one still looks the same. The Rip looks like regular Rip, but the Rake still looks empowered. I think that's a good change, so you can tell when you got a juice bleed on the target. It's got a cooler, it's got a different icon, and you're like, that's my juice bleed, and I know juice bleeds are on the target, so I don't refresh. I think that's good, but I think it's bugged because that looks like a juiced Rake right there, but I'm not juiced. And then, like, oh, I mean, maybe this one's slightly brighter than that one. I don't think it is. It's not. It needs to be like identifiably different. I can like barely tell the difference. Yeah, they made them a bit more red. I feel like that needs to be more clear that like your bleeds are super juiced with Tiger's Fury. Also, it doesn't apply to your AoE rip. Oh no, it does. It just doesn't have a super juice button on the action bar. I mean, that's way easier. You have one cooldown that super juices, and then... Is this a fake tree? I don't remember this tree being here. Am I having a Mandela effect moment? This tree was not here. When did this tree get put here? This tree was not here. I swear this tree was not here. When did they put this tree here? There's no way there was a tree here. There was never, this tree was not here. And Griffin the Seeds. I kind of want to play this new Demon Hunter spec. But the animations on the new Demon Hunter are insane. At least when they're in meta. I don't know about this. Like, look at that shit. What the what is this consume thing they're doing? Are they a caster? Bro, it looks insane. Oh my god. Look at them. You guys want me to do Fire Mage? I think I'm going to go to bed. I'm super damp, tired, fried. We got a little bit of a stream in. We got some insane support tonight, so I appreciate that. You definitely made me feel famous, even though I was feeling not so famous. So thank you for that. We'll do more deep divings. I think we're just at the moment we're just kind of scouting. We're scouting the classes. I want to make content on it, but I feel like I need to spend more time with them to actually really understand, because there's a lot for some of them. Some of them seem really good. I think the Feral Druid one looks really good. As someone who plays Feral kind of casually. Warrior one, I think, is probably going to be okay. At the end of the day, Survival seems like they went a little too far on simplifying it. Fire, to my understanding, completely too simple, but I haven't played it yet, so I'm going to hold that in reservation until I try it. But from what I've seen on videos is that they just made Fire Mage like 3 buttons or something. Which Frost Mage has been like 2 buttons for a while, but anyways, guys, I'm going to go out. I'm going to head out. It's bedtime. I don't even know if I'm able to speak English anymore, dude. I'm so fried. So thank you guys very much for hanging out with me. And I will see you probably tomorrow after the tournament, unless something goes wrong. Ciao. Adios. Bye-bye now.